Hello, episode 28, I believe, 25, 26, 27, 28, whatever, of Demo Review Series. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Today we'll be watching... Who are we watching? Watching someone. So let's just head straight into it. It's Raftel. Got him. Watching Raftel. Let me see. Where are my paperwork? Alright, he's ranked Gold Nova 2. And so we're going to be watching him right here. Let's get right into it. So Raftel, you are T side, pistol round. Again, armor, like this guy's doing to your right, Slippy here. It's common spray, or I mean common buy to have. Let's see what you opt for. Okay, going for CZ. CZ is very okay. I prefer the CZ on CT side because it's more accurate than the 5.7. But on T side I like the Tech 9 because you get a lot more bullets and does a lot more damage than the CZ. So, following your teammates. You sprayed your gun there, you got killed by the guy behind you. Again, can't overexpose yourself too much when you go like that. I know you knew there was a guy right here, but then again there could be a guy beep slope, as we saw there was, and he was able to kill you. So while your team did come up, they fell back, or they lit that guy and they were falling back, so just try to pay attention to that. You guys lose pistol rounds, so now you can either do a full save, you can buy pistol, you can buy pistol armor, you can buy pistol nades. Let's see what you opt to do. Alright, looks like you're probably playing like a 3 or 4 stack. Maybe an entire 5 stack, I don't know. But as you can see, you have a bot. Oh, it came back, so 4v5. You guys are able to kill one guy, able to get his M4. Your teammates do work with it. You're holding that angle for way too long. Nice, got a solid kill. You shouldn't push this. You already killed the guy, they know you're here. You're probably going to be easy target for a guy with armor because again the Glock does no damage to a person with armor unless you hit him 3 times in the head. Alright, so again that guy fucked up. He should have killed you. You have no armor, so aim punch is the thing for you. He just had a scout and a deagle, so he messed up, and you know where the last guy's at by cross by bomb. So that's a 1v1. Either way, this is a really good round for you guys. And you try to fall off, but I wouldn't have. He knew you were there. He's going to be aiming down your way. Nothing you can really do. You're probably going to die no matter what. So, what's doing? Timeout. Looks like your teammates want to force up. You do have enough money to buy AK armor and nades. It looks like that's what you're going to do. This could catch him by surprise. And there you go, 2 flashes. Okay, I would have gone for a smoke and a flash, but 2 flashes works as well. So now it looks like you're designated to watch the B push. You have a teammate running mid, so you don't have to worry about your lower. Again, looks like your crosshair might be a little too high. As we can see, the 2 CTs are not pushing in. Then you drop your crosshair and that's a little too low. So as you can see, 3 of your teammates didn't force up. Maybe you should have saved for next round, that way everyone can buy together. That way it's not like a 2v5 battle where your teammates are useless because they have no armor. So again, that's really up to team communication. And you're able to spray that guy down, good spray control. Thankfully, other team's pretty bad, really can't penalize your team for not having armor. And you were able to get that pick. So we see this guy in tunnels. Looks like he's going to you. You don't need to worry about Cat, your teammate's there. Exposing yourself. This guy could be anywhere. And gotta be checking your angles. It would be smarter for you just to save this AK and not really try to hunt for guns. Because your economy's gonna be hurting, you're only gonna get 3,500 from this round win. So maybe until you start building up a couple rounds right in a row, and you start building up your bank, then go for these hunt kills. But otherwise, I would let this guy live, because one, I only have an AK armor and only a few nades next round. If I save everything, I'll be able to buy full nades. And hopefully you get a drop here from either Slippy or Raftel to ranks. Raftel, right? But it looks like you're just gonna go for some machine gun armor buy. That's not bad either. As we can see, they're probably gonna be saving, forcing up here. You can run around with a submachine gun and it's still pretty accurate at close range, where you have the advantage. Between pistols and submachine guns though, it's pretty tied. We're able to catch that guy off. It's good. So now the enemy knows there's one guy in upper. He's probably gonna stay at B. He should rotate though, because bomb's been spotted at long. So that means you guys are probably gonna go A. Really bad movement by you, getting stuck like this. So last guy could be anywhere. Coming out, you're clearing sight. Obviously he's not hiding anywhere here, otherwise he would have been peeking at your teammates. So obviously he was the B guy that we know. And now he's long. Now you should be focused your crosshair on this corner, right? Fall in the corner. Spraying, very bad accuracy. Luckily he wasn't able to kill you. Again, the spray control is very bad. The MAC-10 goes up and to the right for like the first 15 bullets or something like that, and then it goes back to the left. So again, learn the spray controls with all sorts of weapons that you'll be using in the game. And so now you get AK armor, full nades. This is really good. I like this buy. Very normal buy, average buy you should get whenever you're winning rounds. You're holding this angle, but then again, CTs could push close and come around to your right, so be careful, because you might have to flick over. They do sneak by you, but you should be able to hear them. If they're running in, if they're walking in, it should be slow enough for you to readjust your aim. So now you're going mid, you hear them upper. That spray control definitely could be better. Bomb's going towards B, you should be going with bomb, rotating to it. That way he has cover, make sure he doesn't get killed. As we see, last guy is slope. That's your teammate. Again, another usual buy.
Let's go. Hold this position. I'm throwing flashbang. Negative. Laying down smoke.
Alright, so again, you look like you're the B upper guy. A lot of things you can do. You don't have to always hold this angle, especially if they know you're going to be holding it, but since they haven't spotted you, this is a very good, consistent position you can be at. But then again, you have to remember, if they push in, this right side is very open. They can just walk in, come around the corner. So maybe holding the other side of the pillar, right? So where your left side of the body is covered by it, it's a lot better. Now you're falling off. I'm assuming you guys want to make a play, or you want to push somewhere else with your team, gather up and group up and use your numbers to your advantage. You should hear one guy towards B slope, shooting his M4. You heard that guy? Or maybe you didn't. Again, you're crouching when you're spraying. That's a really bad habit to form. A lot of the pro players do that if you watch streams, because most pro players are already aiming at the head level with their crosshair placement. So if they crouch, it's going to throw off their aim. Whereas in this level, Silver, Gold Nova, MG, people are usually aiming towards the chest, so you're just making it a lot easier for them to headshot you.
Flashback.
But then again, you can always throw it in there every once in a while, right? If you're spraying for a long period of time while you're standing up, then crouch. But crouching right away is not very good. Sometimes it can be very detrimental in these low levels. So you should know last guy is A long. He doesn't know where you're at. You're throwing this flash. He has no clue where you're at. If you are walking this, you have 30 seconds, plenty of time, bombs on sight. You're just giving away your position by running like this and by throwing that flash. So now he's able to rotate around because he hears you. Bursting him, that's not spammable. You see him fall down. Again, you crouch, he's aiming at your chest, he gets a headshot on you. So again, a few things you could have done better in order to win this round. So now you're picking up the op. Let's see how well your op shots are. If you have very fast reactions, opping could be very good, and you can really do a lot of damage to the enemy. But if you're not a good op shot, having this op just slows you down, or hurts your team instead. So you know there's 2B, you should be telling your teammates there's 2B, maybe 2 or 3 on A, because they could have one guy hiding CT watching mid. And as we see, they do have a bot, so they probably told him stay still, so he probably is around CT. If not, he will be pushing somewhere, and as we can see, your teammates are watching everything and he's not pushing anywhere, so he's probably hiding somewhere in CT spot. So you guys are able to get long control. You do have bomb, so maybe you should pass it up to one of your riflers, and they can plant for long. That way you can stay long and hold it with the op. As we can see, your teammates are all on site. They don't need to be here. As soon as it's cleared, you're planning for pit plat, which is good. Nice shot. That was a good headshot by you. Alright, next round. They're ecoing, as we can see, or they might force up, depending on how tilted they are, from you guys winning a few rounds in a row. Or for you guys winning so many rounds, right? 1-1, then they lost one, and now it's right here. They should be saving. You should know this. Back of your head. Looks like you kind of pre-fired there. You really didn't see the guy. You didn't really react. Again, try to work on your reaction times. Your teammate dies to a guy in pit. Gets the trade kill. So you should be going along with your ops. You guys have 2 ops. A should probably be the place you guys want to take. Go in pit. Use that to your advantage. Try to get as many picks as you can. So you know there's one guy on site. This is a spammable box. You can shoot through it. Good flick. So you should know there could be one here, as we can see there is, or he can be in CT spawn. Ooh, nice quick scope. Good shift to the head. Good flick there. So 2-2. One guy could be cat. As we can see, he's long. He's shooting at you. You gotta react faster to those gunshots. The flash, you should turn it. That was all across your screen. You definitely had enough time to react to it. This shows me you have very little reaction time when it comes to certain things in this game. You were lit. One more bullet would have killed you. And again, look at where your teammate was at. You should tell him to focus on long, right? Watch that guy long, and then you should be in a different position where you're not exposed to too many different angles. As we can see here, you're exposed to long and you're exposed to cat. This guy was able to peek you from cat while this guy was distracting you long. Instead of you maybe being pushed up to single box, watching cat, or maybe pushed up to barrels over here, or maybe like even hiding behind these boxes and playing goose. So again, different angles you could have held and communicating with your teammate on what to watch. Okay, you were hitting those op shots, so again, if you can keep hitting them, that's good. If not, then maybe you should lay off the op, but you are, so I'd like to see this, using the op to your advantage. Gotta be faster with those flicks, faster with those shots. Can't stress that's enough. So, you should be watching mid, or you should be watching long. You have a teammate lower, one guy pushing B, bombs up there. You gotta be very careful of your long flank now since you have no one watching it. It looks like you guys are grouping up and getting ready to go B. This is actually a good play because as we can see, they only have one B site. Your teammates are battling in mid. You should be pushing the site, clearing site while they're dealing with that guy. That way you know if there's another guy here, it's going to be a one-on-one battle that you should probably win. Again, not able to identify who's friendly, who's not reacting fast enough. Can't be doing that kind of thing. Start training your brain on what side you are, what the enemy looks like, and when you're on the other side, what the enemy should look like when you're on that side as well. So I'm just going to assume this guy's probably going to save. Let's fast forward through this round. Okay, so you should probably pick mid here. It's a few feet, so by the time it takes you to get to watch mid with the op, one guy could cross by. The furthest guy to the left, over here in the top left corner, he could cross by the time you get here. As we can see, it's the bot. He's not moving. You're able to watch it. You know, one went over. There's smoke. Now you don't know the second guy went over. So you can only say at least one went to B. You should be telling your teammate, hey, maybe a mid split, right? 2 go tunnels with bomb, 3 go mid, and we take B. As you can see, you have one teammate doing that. He gets picked off, but you guys are able to kill one more on A. Then bot gets killed. Now it's 3v4, easy round for you guys. At least it should be. So now you should be watching long, and nice, you do. So you can't see the cross. React really quickly. Just pre-firing through the smoke. So now, looks like your job is to watch cat / mid push. Or maybe just watch cat because you have a teammate AFK. So now the bomb's down, they're going to be reacting to that. You can assume at least 2 or 3 of the guys on the CT side are going to be near bomb, with the 3rd and 4th guy being somewhere else. As we can see, that's what's happening. One guy's watching cat from mid, the other guy's near CT slope. See, he's right there. Gotta hit that shot. Even though he is jumping, he's jumping in a straight line, so it's easy to flick down, maybe do some damage. So that's one dead mid. You can tell him there's one more CT spawn. That's the guy that kills him. And you guys are able to pick one more long. So you should know at least one's mid, and the other guy's probably by bomb long. Gotta hit that shot. That guy gave you plenty of time to line it up. And you guys lose that round. Unfortunate, but again, just gotta keep working on your op shots, especially getting those easy shots. Okay, you drop your teammate, really nice of you. Looks like you tagged that guy, good job. So this is smart by you, watching long. You have no teammates here. One teammate should be watching mid. And then you should be watching something your teammates aren't watching, or pushing them with one of your teammates and trying to establish some more map control. As we can see, you guys can push up cat, and they really have no one mid. Now they have 2-1-2 split, right? Probably 1 cat, 1 mid, 1 long, and then 2 on B side. So you should be watching for this guy mid. If he peeks you again, you should be able to kill him. Your teammate dies on cat. So you guys killed 1 mid. Yep. You're very aware that you can be flanked. Nice. Great game sense. 1v3, you should have 2's mid, 1's cat, or last known cat. They peek you at the same time. Not much you can do about that. That was probably accidental coordination by them. And because of that, they were able to kill you. So now your economy is pretty bad. You could force up Galil armor and nades, or Tech 9 armor and nades. They won the round, and let's see, 2 rounds in a row, so you know they're going to be buying full armor, and they're probably going to have M4s. This Mac 10 buy is not good. Mac 10s do little damage against armored opponents. Obviously, if you can catch them off guard, that's when the Mac 10 is going to destroy him. But it'd be better just to get a rifle here. You should know one more spot. Able to die. Or you're able to pick up his gun, I mean, sorry. And you should be going window with that op, maybe, peeking out, watching CT. Don't overexpose yourself too much. You know where he's at. Crosshair's too much on the box there. Really gotta hit those shots. That guy was in the same spot. He peeked 3 different times. That should 100% be your shot the first shot. And they were able to win that round. So again, you took the first shot. If you didn't kill him, you should definitely be falling off. Because you keep peeking him, you're giving a chance to kill you. And that's one less person they have to take the bomb site away from. And as we can see, they were able to clutch the round. If you would have killed that guy off the first shot, would have been dead. They probably would have retaken the site. Or if you took the first shot and fell back, right, they have to be scared of one more opper being in sight instead of you dying right away. So again, you're going back to watching upper B. No one's watching your mid, you can get flanked from lower. Thankfully, no one from their side's pushing it. Teammates got obliterated long and cat. You hear him mid. Took you way too long for you to process where this guy was coming from and changing your crosshair. Even when you did change your crosshair and flick to him, it wasn't a headshot level. So now it's last round. If you guys would have won the previous round, you guys would have been able to buy even better last round. Probably would have won with AKs. Probably would have won and been able to buy AKs this round, etc., etc. But now you're stuck with a P90 and you don't have head armor. Alright, so why do you not buy head armor? I do not know. You always want head armor as a T player because the M4s, any of the guns they usually should have, FAMAS's, M4s, UMP, they all do less than 100 damage when you head armor, but when you don't, they all do more than 100. So you're just giving them an advantage if they get a lucky headshot on you, or if they're playing correct CS. So it looks like you guys are going to go rush B, pull your P90. Bot on site, should know the guy's door. Able to take advantage of them. 3v3, bomb stuck in tunnels though. Do you have the awareness to know that bomb's stuck in there? See what happens. Or if you're going to hold this angle for like 30 seconds, you shouldn't. You should think one guy could be pushing you from mid. Here mid. You missed that flick. Shoot the second one. Definitely you guys should win this 100%. Put the bomb down and you guys win. So CT side, there's a few options you have here going into CT side pistol. One, you can just buy chest armor like this guy has done. You can buy nades, you can buy armor and a nade, or you can buy kit and nades. See what you do. So you're going with the CZ again. Seems you like the CZ more than the 5.7 of the Tech 9. It is more accurate than them at a little bit of a further distance, so you can use it to your advantage, and it also does around 100 damage against unhead armored opponents. And it looks like you know a smoke off doors, which is nice. But again, you gotta remember, if they were rushing out of here, oh, and you missed that too, as we can see. If they were rushing out of here, they already beat you. Because you took way too long, right? It takes a second to set up that smoke to throw it here, and also it takes you some time to run out towards long. So they can already be out here, already at the corner probably, looking at the time. So 20 seconds for you to get there from setting up that smoke and throwing it and stuff. But as we can see, they're going up cat and they're going up mid. You kind of sprayed it in the first few 4 or 5 bullets, but you should be tapping at that distance because it is inaccurate if you spray. You should hear one guy on site. Spray, you get a lucky headshot, now you have no bullets. Pick up that block. Excellent. So you should know, you and your teammate are near A, looking at your radar. They're probably going to go B, but I think that guy saw both of them. He should be relaying that information to his teammates. Okay, you guys should be going together. Your teammate's already out. Nice. And you guys win the round. Excellent work. So now you know they're going to be ecoing. What you should be buying is full armor, maybe a submachine gun, or you do have 4500. You could buy a M4 with 2 flashes or a kit. I would recommend doing maybe a FAMAS or maybe a P90 or a UMP full armor and full nades. Alright, looks like you decided to go for the M4 with the nade and full armor. This isn't bad if you play to your advantage. Obviously, if you're going to be playing with that rifle, right, when we know they're ecoing or forcing up, playing at a distance is where the M4 has the advantage over pistols. So the longer you play from, the more to your advantage it is. Again, you're peeking this really close to the corner, and the closer you are to a corner, the more of your body is exposed. The further you peek away from it, the less you expose of your body. Seems like you're playing pit. There's lots of different places and different positions you can be holding once you throw that smoke. Go behind door, you can go to blue, you can be on plat, or you can be by light post. Again, you're running out, you're making a lot of noise. If someone was watching this, they would have already heard you. Okay, so you know they're ecoing, they only have pistols, and you decide to rush. What happens when you rush? You get killed, and now you give them an M4 and they have a good chance of winning this round. And as we can see, they do. Next time, you know they're ecoing, I know you're frag hungry, but try to play a little smarter. It's these dumb plays that cost rounds and cost you games. So, looks like you should be either pistol armoring, forcing up, or just saving with a pistol. Looks like you're going for a pistol nade. Or just a nade. I wouldn't recommend this. The default pistol is pretty bad. The nade does a little bit of damage, only does 26. We know he has an AK, so he should be playing, hiding, holding closer to the site instead of playing laundering. Alright, and you see him. He just had to run out still, maybe because you didn't fully register that that was a person that you saw, and you die. Instead of maybe playing by car, right, taking the gamble, hopefully they don't check this, and you're able to pick them off with good headshots. So now, they want another round, you should be saving one more time, then you can buy next round. Again, bad crosshair placement, you're too far to the right of him. You're kind of aiming at head level, but again, he was just able to get the better advantage of you because he did have the better gun. So it looks like you're going for op and no head armor. I like this. As we can see, most of your guns will do one shot to the head. AKs, op, shotgun if you're close range. So we can see they're rushing up cat. Your teammates faced them. One died mid, one died cat. This is the good angle you're holding. Killed one. Again, he's already pushed up a little further than you expected, and he was able to see more of your body. So he was able to aim at you, but you really got to hit that first shot. They were all grouped up, bunched together. Definitely could have killed maybe one or two with the collat, or picked off the first guy, fell back to a different position, like a little further back like you did, and then pick off the second guy. Same thing until you get them all. So, you guys won that round through the defuse. You're able to get your op back. All is not lost. As we can see, they have 4 AKs. Don't need the head armor. They won 3 rounds in a row. You don't need to be buying. And a flash that doesn't blind anybody. Again, you take too long to line up that shot there. He's able to do a good amount of damage to you. He peeks out. You miss your shot because you have slower reactions than him, and you die. Again, you're hugging this corner. You shouldn't be. You should be playing further back. That way you can see more. As we heard, there was a guy with an op there. He did fall back because you smoked it off, which was nice. Again, maybe tapping a little bit slower than you are. You're tapping too fast, throwing your crosshair all over the place, and your accuracy very wide. Again, you're not really tracing where he could be right there. You saw where his head at, and then it went back, and so you just kept your crosshair there and just waiting to flick. Try to just guess at the speed he's going where he's going to be ending up. That way, if you're closer than what you originally thought. So it's 13-9. You should be able to full buy here. Obviously, this teammate forced up one of those 2 rounds. Can't really buy. Again, don't need head armor. They've bought, or they've won so many rounds in a row. They're always going to have AKs or something that can do more than 100 damage, even if you have head armor. Again, this flash does nothing. It's too high, this wall, everything blocks it before it reaches T's if they were coming out. Learn to bounce it off this roof right here. So, One guy died on B/mid, so you should know your mid's open. You have one guy cat, you have one guy in CT, and the guy B should be relaying the information that hey, there's one in B spawn, or I mean in B site. So let's see what happens. Let's see how long it takes for you to rotate. Teammates going mid. Gets shot at, gets killed, so you should know at least one's mid. Your teammate should hear the bomb going down B, should be calling that out. You should know it's B. Okay, and your teammate's fucked up. The guy on B side died. And this guy died to the guy mid, even though he should have known. Again, look at where your crosshair placement was. Thankfully, you didn't compensate for recoil too much, so you're able to get that headshot. But 2v1, it's going to be hard. You don't have the kit, so time's going against you. You have to at least defuse it within 10 seconds to the left. Running and shooting, not good. You know he has an op. Nice, you're able to kill him. You hear the last guy behind you. You hear him behind you, you hear him behind you. Should have killed him, he might have had enough time to defuse the bomb, I'm not sure, 100%. So now it's 14-9. You do have an AK. You might be able to drop for a teammate, and you can. Might be dropping a FAMAS that way you can get full nades. What? Looks like you're gonna give your AK. Looks like you're saving some money for some reason, I'm not sure why. Could have got a FAMAS instead of a UMP. You're playing long. Again, distance rifles are a lot better at distance than some machine guns. Quick peek right there, that was good. That smoke does nothing, very useless nade. And you die. So now we're on the last round. As we can see, your economy is pretty bad, but you can still buy up. Rifle, no head armor again, and then without that head armor you can get 2 flashes, so you'll be able to have full nades but don't get. Speed up. Again, you're going long. Exposing your body. That was a good opper, like most people are at higher levels who would have killed you right away because you overexpose your body. You don't know a different smoke to smoke that off. Again, this crouching, moving, shooting, bad habit. Don't practice that. You should know he's pushing close to you. You can hear him. You jump down to your left. That's just you lacking awareness of your surroundings. And because of that you died, and that looks like this was the last round. Yes, it was. Alright, so right now we're going to go straight into your scoring. Okay, on to the scoring section for you, Raftel. So, as we can see, you got a 39 out of 100. That's just about a Gold Nova player, Gold Nova 3, Gold Nova 2, Gold Nova 4, close to MG. Alright, so that's kind of where I ranked you at this game. This is how well you played. As we can see, we have 4 different scores here, each representing a different part of your game, different aspect. So I'm going to break it down to how I gave you these scores. 7 out of 25 is what I gave you for aim. Your crossfire placement was really bad. You weren't really aiming at head level a lot, as well as just your flicks. Sometimes most of them were off, etc., etc. But that's more covered into the next part, which is accuracy. I gave you a 4 out of 10 here. Your recoil control is okay. Obviously, you understand the concept of pulling down, but it just to me, it looks like you don't know what the recoil pattern is mostly, and so because of that, you kind of panic when you're spraying at an opponent. You crouch down, and you become an easy target for them to kill you. Next is trigger discipline. I gave you a 2 out of 5. Knowing when to tap, knowing when to burst, knowing when to spray. You sprayed a lot. There were a couple times when you knew when to tap with the pistol, with the CZ, sometimes with the rifle, right? Bursting onto the guy from when you were T-side onto the A when he was behind double boxes. But again, I didn't see too much of that. You just spraying way too much. Well, and then basically missing with your spray sometimes and not getting easy frags. Alright, and so again, that rounds you off to a 7 out of 25. Next is movement, by far probably your best category. So I gave you a 5 out of 5 for movement. You knew when to walk, you knew when to run most of the time. Near perfect. I'm not going to grade you too harshly on that. But there are some times where you should be walking and you're giving away your position. So I could have easily gave you a 4, but I was feeling very gracious with the score. Then positioning, out of 10 points I gave you 3 because it was very weak. You definitely should have had better positioning, knowing how to get better positioning, and not holding the same angles over and over again. CT side or T side, peeking too much, right? As we saw in that one round where you had the op peeking the guy CT, you died, your team still lost that round. Again, that's because you had bad positioning, just peeking out instead of holding a better position, playing back on the site, maybe plat, watching the door, or watching the window, or watching tunnels. Next is rotations. Basically, how I categorize this and grade you on this is you on CT side rotate into if one of your bomb side's weaker, how fast you rotate, as well as if you rotate, and then if you rotate effectively, do it properly. If you take a risk and you get killed, I deduct points, but if you take the risk and succeeds, I give you plus points, right? If you go through CT spawn, like a smart way to do it, to rotate, give you some points. No, just easy way to get points like that. On T side, is you rotate into the bomb, making sure you're on site, and then getting into a good spot. And then whatever spot you choose helps me dictate what your positioning score is, and this is basically how I score your rotation side. So I gave you 5 out of 10. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't very good. So you got an easy 13 out of 25 there. Next is game awareness, your game sense. I gave you 3 out of 10. Definitely needs to work on. You should definitely be able to be more aware of your surroundings, which is game sense, as well as trying to think logically and intuitively where the enemies could be at. If you were smart, you knew they were fighting 4v5. They had a bot. If the bot didn't push right away, that means he was probably hiding in CT spawn or somewhere else, and you can take advantage of that. What you guys should have done a lot was go as a team towards mid to B, or do a B split, because their B side was a lot weaker. Sometimes they only played one there, sometimes they played one there, one mid, or sometimes they played both inside. So again, they left their mid open a lot. It's up to you to really take advantage of that and pay attention to how they're playing. Okay, and that just really comes to game sense. Next is economy awareness, knowing when you can buy, when you can't buy, what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, what they're doing economy wise. Are they going to be ecoing? Are they going to be? Do you think they're going to be forcing? If they are ecoing, are they going to be rushing somewhere CT side or T side, etc., etc.? I gave you a 3 out of 5. Definitely need to work on that a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And then next is teammate positioning. Basically, how do you position yourself when you have teammates around you? I didn't see too much of that, but on T side, obviously, playing with your teammates when you have the bomb down, making crossfires. On CT side, if your teammate's watching one angle, you should be watching the other. Obviously, we saw what happened when both of you were watching the same way. When both had ops on A, you were both watching long, you get picked off from cat because you weren't coordinating effectively, basically having good teamwork there. And because of that, you guys lost that round. Okay, also, again, just try to coordinate what are your teammates watching, where can the enemy be at in relation to my teammates, just having really good awareness of where your teammates are positioned at. Next up is grenades. I gave you a 9 out of 25. You bought grenades consistently. Almost every time you could, you did, so I gave you a 5 out of 5. 5 easy points. The next part, though, is used correctly. You did have a couple good set smokes on CT side, as I saw, for A long, but most of the time you didn't know how to use your grenades correctly, or you die with your nades in your inventory. So I gave you a 4 out of 15. Definitely need to improve, learn some new nade spots, learn how to use grenades effectively to your advantage. And then grenades avoided, basically you turning from flashes, running from nades, molotovs, as well as abusing enemy smokes. If they throw a bad smoke, use it to your advantage. I give you a 0 out of 5. Again, flashes, you gotta have quick reaction times. You gotta be able to turn quick, that way you're not blind. If they throw a bad smoke, use it to your advantage. If they throw a regular smoke, right, smoke that people use for commonly, try to use that for your advantage too, right? Try to turn it against them. So you only got a 9 there. Definitely could have got easy points if you knew how to turn from flashes quickly or dodge their nades. Okay, so that rounds you off to a 39 out of 100. Again, that is around a lowish Gold Nova 4, maybe even a low MG1, Gold Nova 3, Gold Nova 2 area, right? So that's again kind of where you're at this game. You're nothing too special, but you did get a lot of frags, thankfully. So that must have felt really nice, being able to kill all these people. But again, there were a lot of things they did, they messed up on, you definitely could have taken advantage of. Okay, so if you like this and want to do more, feel free to contact me again. Anyone else that does not have me edit on Steam, leave a comment in the YouTube comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as possible.